This is lesson 20 for Saxon 4, rounding. So when you are rounding a number, you are usually looking for the about. Usually about. If it doesn't tell you to round outright, it says about how many is happening. So if that's the case, you just take the number and you round. So depending on what the number is, tens, hundreds, whatever it is depending on the number you round. So for example, if I'm rounding 82, I'm rounding 82 probably to the nearest 10, which means I look at the 2, and the 2 tells me whether I go up to 90 or down to 80. In this case, I am going down to 80 because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 tell you to go down. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 tell you to go up. So, depending on what place you're looking at, these are the numbers that tell you to go up or down. 82 goes down to 80, and I have about 80, or rounded to 80. Let's take a look at some more. If I have $3.77, and I've been asked to round it to the nearest 25 cents. So that's not meaning I'm rounding it to 25 cents. It's meaning I'm rounding it to the nearest 25 cents, so things you could make with 25. So, quick cheat, there are 4 25s in a dollar. Okay? There are 4 quarters or 25 cents in a dollar. So, 1 is 25, 2 is 50, 3 is 75, and 4 is a dollar. So this is a dollar. This is 75 cents, 50 cents, and 25 cents. Okay? Those are the 25 cents that they're talking about. So when it's saying round $3.77 to the nearest 25 cents, it's talking about rounding it to 75 cents. So we end up having $3.75. Now there's multiple reasons that we round. One of them is so that we don't need exact numbers. Sometimes someone just wants to know around what you're looking for, and it's easier to do math with easier numbers. So if, for example, you're doing multiplication, it'd be easier to multiply by 2's, 5's, or 10's than it is by 3's or 9's. Okay, so we do all of our rounding to help us have an easier time at math. Now, you can only do this if the question asks you to round or about how many of something there is. Let's look at one more for rounding, and that will be the end. If you ever, by the way, need more examples than I give you in my lessons, feel free to look back into your textbook. Most of the examples I get are from your textbook, but I do purposely skip a couple of them so that if you ever want to go back and take a look yourself, they are there inside your textbook at the lesson section so that you could look at it, try and figure it out, and then look at the answer. Okay, last one we're going to do. $6.49, and it asks us to round it to the nearest dollar. Okay, well, this is the dollar category. Okay, that is the dollar column. That is what that is. This is 10 cents, this is 1 cent. So because I'm rounding to the nearest dollar, I am looking at the next number over, which is 4. 4 tells me from my little diagram up here that I am going down, which tells me I am rounding this to $6. Yes, the 9 tells us to go up, but we're not looking at the 9 because we're rounding to the nearest dollar, which means the 9 doesn't matter. We are only looking at this 4. So remember, whatever one you are rounding, whether it be to dollar, to the nearest 10, to the nearest hundreds, or so on, you are looking at the next number over on the right-hand side of it. That tells you whether to round up or down. That is lesson 20 for Saxon 4, rounding.